Hey there YouTube, this week I'm here to make good on my promise from 2 weeks ago to go through the inner workings of a laptop PC. So, let's take a look. I have a fairly unusual methodology when it comes to taking apart electronics devices because I'm really paranoid about getting the right screw back in the right place. So I actually take photos of the device at each level and then print them out and sticky tape the screw into the place on the printout that it comes from. That way, even if the machine is sitting on my desk for a week while I'm waiting for parts, I can just pack everything up neatly and then follow the diagram to work out exactly where the screws go. And it also means if I unscrew it, somebody else can put it back together easily. It's pretty unusual, but it works for me. Now laptops are also a bit more fiddly. There's lots more screws and it takes a lot longer to get inside. But really, they are fairly easy to open, and all you need is generally a couple of tools. Usually a Phillips head screwdriver of a couple of different sizes. One of the first things we expose here is the RAM and the hard drive, which tend to be fairly easily accessible. The RAM is here, although in this case it looks suspiciously dirty, like something has been spilt on it. And the hard drive and also the Wi-Fi card. I will leave them in place for the moment. I'm also going to take the battery, put it aside, because there's a couple of screws under there. Much of what you need to do with a laptop you can possibly do without going any further than this. Often it's RAM you want to replace or a hard drive that's failed. And they are quite easily accessible on most laptops. Now, the RAM is obviously smaller than it is on the desktops, as is the hard drive. This is a 2.5-inch hard drive, which most laptops have. The desktop has a 3.5-inch hard drive, which is simply the width measurement. The memory in a desktop is usually called a DIMM or a SIMM. SIMMs are old. The memory in a laptop is called a SODIMM, and I don't even know what the SO stands for. Probably short something. Now we have a bunch of extra screws. The 4 screws from the hard drive I'm just going to put aside with the hard drive caddy itself. And the drive simply slides in the direction of the arrows and lifts out. needs a slightly smaller pointed screwdriver. Those 4 screws will hopefully just pop out. There we go. And being as they are all the same, I'm just going to group them together in a line where they came, in a rough idea of where they came from. Now, sorry, set that off screen. I think I will take the ram out. That I will clean off before I put the system back together. On the front edge. Now to see how this thing comes open. I can just get my fingernails in. Now I have an idea at this point. You're going to have to open it up because it's the palm rest that's going to come off. A series of clips along the top of the keyboard. Reveal the answer for us. Just that the keyboard needs to come out first to allow us access. Once the keyboard's up, you can flip it forward. And this socket is simply released 2 clips. Oh, sorry, a clip. Undo the 2 ends. And the cable simply slides out. You can put that away. From on top, we now have another series of screws to take out that we don't want to lose. So I will take another photo. Put that layer aside. So I've marked that screw that's been put on the wrong layer. Just proving you don't need to be coordinated to do this either. Now, the last screw is this one, which is the one I was looking for before, which is the one holding the DVD drive in. At this point, the drive will slide out and get another DVD drive. Simple SATA connector, not unlike the hard drive, for your DVDs. Whilst we're here, I will undo this latch and disconnect the mouse and trackpad, the trackpad and buttons. It's completely clear. Lock that back down so it doesn't accidentally get broken. There's another connector along here that runs out and across, probably up to the power button, which we will disconnect as well. And now we will probably find a lot less resistance, maybe. First thing we need to do is flip back and take out the 3 screws that we knew were hiding along here. If I can do this, anyone can do it. Yeah, a screw we missed. Now the side wants to come off. It goes onto that bit of paper in its correct spot. Now, that whole top section pops free. Pop that out of the way. Now we can see somewhat into the guts of the machine. Have the buttons for the trackpad on the front. The battery that keeps the time and date, also known as the CMOS battery. That's part of the heatsink assembly because the main processor will more than likely be under here or here, depending on how it's put together. Now that we've finally exposed the underside of the board, we can see the main CPU and its heat pipe going out to the cooling fan, and also the RAM sockets and the Wi-Fi card again. Nothing really unusual, it's all pretty simple. It just takes a lot of getting to. Now, putting it back together is really just the reverse, so I'm not even going to show you because it would be terribly boring. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, you can hit the Tech Doctor logo here to subscribe. There's also a couple of videos up here and down here that you might be interested in watching. We release new episodes every weekend, so come along and join us. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.